Happy New Year, Autumn's Fall fans. Hey, it's Jonathan French here with my second annual year-end / New Year teaser. I just want to take a minute to thank you all so much for an incredible 2014. It was a amazing year. We got to release Book 2 of the Autumn's Fall Saga, The Errantry of Bantam Flynn, to a unforeseen and amazingly successful launch. July 4th it hit, and within days, within a week, it was on several bestseller lists and managed to stay there for 7 weeks. Most notably on the Norse Viking Kindle sublist, and then it even creeped onto Epic and stayed there for a while. Complete blessing. I didn't see it coming. Of course, you always shoot for something like that, but when it happens, it's impossible to know when, and this sophomore effort just happened to do it, and then pulled its older brother up along with it. So for a while there, both Air and Flynn were kind of sharing the list together as siblings, and it was really a lot of fun and gratifying. Thank you so much. I know absolutely it couldn't have happened without the readers, so I appreciate all of you who bought it and read it and then shared it and blasted it out on social media and talked about it and reviewed it. And if you did any of those things, came to a book fair and bought it at a table that I was at, thank you so much. It was quite a middle of the year, and I hope we can repeat that in 2015. But the schedule kind of remains the same. I got to hire a publicist this year. She's keeping me organized and helping me get out to see more folk. I think she might end up actually killing me. I'm not sure, but no. Thank you, Elizabeth. I appreciate it. But we're going to try to get to more signings, more shows in 2015. But I guess the biggest news of 2015 is that my third book is going to come out this spring. Yay, but there's a bit of a caveat. Notice I said my third book, not Autumn's Fall Book 3. And the reason for that is when Flynn, this behemoth that it was, when Flynn was in the test readers and in editing and we were trying to get it all ironed out, I wanted to keep writing, but I really needed to take a step back from Autumn's Fall and Rooster Nights and that whole world, and I just didn't want to continue on with the series until I knew this one was in the bag. So I just played around with this idea and was just typing away on a standalone story that had nothing to do with Autumn's Fall, nothing to do with Errol, nothing, and just to keep the rust off. And I have some friends and family and other test readers who I trust, and they kind of took a look at it and said, you have something here, you might want to release it. So that's what's coming in 2015. I'm going to release a standalone fantasy novel, very adult-oriented, very gritty, very grim. Essentially, if you can imagine, Sons of Anarchy and The Lord of the Rings have this just bloodthirsty, red-headed stepchild run amok. That's what I've got coming in the spring of 2015. I'm going to be having a lot of announcements for that in the coming months, including the title and the cover artist, who I won't say who it is, but I will say famous, and I'm not joking. It's such a big name. I can't even control my excitement. I am so fortunate to be working with this artist. And it's gonna be killer. So that is coming. But Autumn's Fall fans, don't worry. You are not gonna be left with nothing. I have had people emailing me pining for book 3, and thank you so much. But you are gonna be getting an Autumn's Fall book this year. We are, if you remember, most of you have come to see me, or if you've been on the website, even if you've never come to see me in person, Christopher West is the young man who is my artist. He's brilliant and he's very talented, and his art has been a lot of the reason why most of you have been drawn to Autumn's Fall initially. That's what brings you to the table, it's what brings you to the website. He is the face of it. And he and I are going to collaborate this year on a illustrated story that is set in the world of Ireland, and we're going to try to launch it around Halloween. So it's going to be a spooky, Halloween-themed story that's illustrated by Christopher West. So sort of in the vein that, Terry Pratchett and Paul Kidby did with The Last Hero, where it's a story set in the Discworld, but there's, artwork on every page. That's what Chris and I are going to try to do with a Halloween-themed Autumn's Fall story. So you will be getting something. We've never done anything like this before. It's brand new territory. We may be being too aggressive, but we're going to shoot for October or sometime in the fall, right before Halloween, and give you a nice little, spooky AF story. So that is also coming. So we're going to get a new book, a standalone book, and then another Autumn's Fall story with tons of really cool artwork. So that's all coming. It's going to be a crazy good year. I can't wait to get it started. It's already started. So stay on the website. I'm trying with Twitter. I'm not doing a great job, but I'm on there now. Facebook. Remember, the more people you let know about it, that's the quicker I can be. The more people who are reading, that just generates and gives me fervor and, of course, money so that I can keep this train going. And so, I thank you so much for doing it. Continue to do it. It's really helped. And to start this year off right as well, I want to do kind of a good author karma, because I have met so many great people this year. And so if you're not bored with this yet, just take a second. I just want to give a little signal boost to some of the authors, the fellow independent authors that I have met this year, and just let you know about their book. So up first, really quickly, hopefully you can see this on Kindle. This is Eric Sipple. Got a little bit of a refractive light there. Broken Magic. This is kind of a coming of age high school tale, but it's got some magic elements in it. Incredibly well written. Ravencroft Springs, Logan L. Masterson. I gotta frame these properly. I need practice. So this is pulp, Cthulhu-esque, very very gritty, very haunting, good stuff. I've talked about this before. Cam Crowder, Electus, vampires. I think in a genre that we need to now call anti-Twilight vampire. It needs its own genre. Cam Crowder. And, D.L. Frizzell, The Narrow Path to War. This is a sci-fi, which I don't read a lot of, but this had a Western element. Kind of reminded me a little bit of Firefly in some ways. So if you're into that, The Narrow Path to War. And then Mervidia, J.K. Barber. This is dark mermaid fantasy. Everything takes place under the ocean. So very unique. All right. So that's what I got. Guys, thank you so much. I look forward to seeing you all at some of the cons and out there in geekdom. And I hope you have a wonderful 2015. Again, thank you so much. I couldn't have done it without you. Bye.